Hey there, everyone, and thank you for tuning into the Warmup. I'm your host, Ashley Bullington. We have a great show for you this week, jam-packed with all of the Texas high school football content your heart could desire. So let's get you warmed up. Well, it's week 6, you guys, and this season is heating up, or like I like to say, warming up, as district is well underway. We had a great slate of games last week, like that Hightower versus Manville game. That won Hightower, our Geico local office's team of the week, for their great win. And we have a great slate of games that are coming up this week on Inside High School Sports. Here are some of the games that you will be seeing on our show this week in the lineup. Our DQ game of the week is Spring versus Westfield. And if the 2020 season was any indication how 2021 is going to look, this is the game to watch. In 2020, the Spring Westfield game went down in history as an epic Houston area showdown, as Spring won on a final minute Hail Mary to take the win. And this 2021 matchup is already lining up to give us a crazy showdown. Both of these teams are undefeated for the season at 4-0. The Lions are ranked 84th in the nation. Their offense and defense is on fire as they have scored 213 points for the season and have only allowed 45. So they're averaging 53 points per game and only allowing an average of 11.5. Their quarterback, Bishop Davenport, is carrying the offense, and he's averaging an astounding 329 passing yards a game. Now, Westfield is the 43rd ranked team in the nation, and they have some huge wins in 2021, most notably defeating North Shore 27-21. Cardell Williams has been fantastic as he's averaging 255 total yards per game. Their defense has been great as they are only allowing an average of 11 points per game. Who's ready to see this one go down? I know I am. Another game that we'll have on the show is Katy versus Katy Tompkins. Last season, Katy Tompkins took this win from the Tigers. Tompkins dethroned Katy in 2020, taking the district title away from the Tigers for the first time in almost a decade. The Tigers are defending 6A Division II state champs. They are averaging 35 points a game on offense. Katy is allowing just 10 points per game on defense, led by Malik Silla. Quarterback Caleb Koger has passed for 630 yards and 9 touchdown passes this season. Last week they had a 45-3 win over Seven Lakes. The Tigers' defense held the Spartans to just 172 total yards and only 5 first downs. The Falcons won last year's meeting 24-19 over Katy. Tompkins is averaging 37 points per game on offense, and wide receiver Wyatt Young has had 351 yards and 5 touchdowns this season. The Tigers have won the last 6 of 7 meetings over the Falcons, but these two teams always give us a game. Drop us a comment for who you think will take the 2021 matchup. Great games coming up this weekend on Inside High School Sports. Saturday night at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Mountain Musial. Now it's time for 2 great athletes to go head-to-head in the battle. And you might have to do a double take on this one. Okay, everyone, for the battle this week, we have on 2 Travis Tigers. A little bit of a double take as they are twins as well. And Njoku brothers, guys, say hello, introduce yourselves. Who's going to take the championship of the battle this week?
I'm Anthony Njoku, quarterback, senior quarterback at number 2 for Fort Bend Travis.
I'm Dominic, the DB at Travis, number 1.
Awesome. So who's going to win this one?
Oh, me for sure.
Me. I'm number 1.
Family,
He's
but
number
like,
2.
he's the opposition now.
Okay, so the first one to get 3 questions right. Nobody has an advantage over the other one. We're all in the same room, ready to go. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first question. How many Harry Potter books are there?
8. Oh,
There's
7.
There is 7.
Stop playing, boy.
So, by the way, first one to get the question right wins. So if you just keep trying to answer, you can get the question before the other. So first person to get the question right wins. Okay, who sings the song Say So that's behind the popular TikTok dance?
You know, like Doja Cat?
It is Doja Cat.
Yeah.
1-1. Which Avenger other than Captain America was able to pick up Thor's hammer in the Marvel movies?
Vision.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Light work.
Okay.
Ultron. Dang.
Light work.
Who was the first winner of The Masked Singer? They were the monster.
First winner.
Was it T-Pain?
It was T-Pain.
What's the
Yo,
like
what?
that?
Well,
Okay.
last question. Dominic does have one more point, or
Wow.
does have 3 points. But the last question for my personal enjoyment:
Okay.
what day is Star Wars Day?
May 4th?
Yes,
Yeah, fourth good
it
day.
is May 4th.
Close
Dominic.
Number 1, number 2.
Dominic takes the win. But thank you both for joining us here on The Battle this week. It was so much fun to have y'all, as always. We will catch highlights from their game this week on Inside High School Sports, Saturday at 11 p.m. on KSU 11. I love how into the battle these guys get. The battle is always such a fun segment. Inside High School Sports cannot make it to every game going on in the area, even though we wish we could. But we will help hype them up. Let's check out some games to keep an eye on in the hype. Barbers Hill and Crosby are going head-to-head on Friday at 7:30 at the Hall of Honor. These two teams might be 2-2 on the season, but always seem to give us one heck of a game when they take the field against one another. Barbers Hill is on a 2-game winning streak. In those 2 wins, they have beaten Heights and Kingwood Park. They scored an average of 46 points per game in those 2 wins, and now are looking to take this momentum into this week's game. Crosby is coming off a state championship appearance in 2020. They lost some firepower from that squad, but they have Cameron Kirkwood, who is one of the Houston area's top receivers. This game will be a good one and could be a big decider of who wins District 12-5A Division II. Montgomery and Fulshire will be going at it on the gridiron tonight at 7:30 p.m. The Bears are 4-0 on the season, defeating Porter, Dayton, Beaumont United, and Conroe Oak Ridge. This team only returned 4 starters from a year ago, but they have the coach's son, Brock Bolfing, at the helm, and his leadership has been steering the ship for the Bears. Fulshire is 4-1 on the season, and the defense has been on fire as they are only allowing 16 points per game. In their wins, they are averaging 40 points per game. They have been relying on their run game this season to put points on the board. This should be a good one between these two. Who do you think will win? Some really great games. Now it's time to see what's been trending on social media this week around Inside High School Sports and the world in our segment, The Buzz. Last week at Springwoods High School, the varsity squad took to the hall to say thank you to the Tigers teachers for their teacher appreciation game. I hope they and all of you teachers out there know you matter, and thank you for supporting our athletes of your school as well as the students of our schools.
Tonight's teacher appreciation night. I just want to say thank you to all the teachers all around the district, and we really thank you for all y'all do.
Former Dare Creek baller Zach Waller has earned the respect of his teammates as he was voted the MVP of boot camp by the Texas A&M squad. That's a pretty cool honor if you ask me. So we have for this week's episode. To stay up to date with all things Inside High School Sports, follow our social accounts. We have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. By following, it'll get you ready for the highlight of the sports weekend. Chevy's Inside High School Sports, Saturday at 11 p.m. on KHU 11, hosted by Matt Musil. I'm Ashley Bullington, and I hope we've gotten you warmed up for all of the Texas high school football action on the gridiron this week.